Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Erin and I do mostly budgeting videos like the one you're about to see here. Tuning in and spending some time with me. If you are new here and you enjoy budgeting videos that uses real numbers and checks in on payday and talks about financial freedom and goals, then this may be a channel that you would enjoy. So I would love if you stuck around and subscribed. And for those of you who tune in every single time, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. So we're just going to get into a video that I did, I don't know, it's probably like 2 months ago now, maybe. And it's about, we're talking about subscriptions. So we all have them. Well, most of us do. We all have something. And some of them are just complete necessity that, you know, you kind of get forced into, and I'll talk about that. And some of them are obviously elective, but they add up. And I did an entire video on what my subscriptions were every single month and what that equated to every single year. And it's a lot. So anyway, before we get into it, I picked these two things up at the Dollar Tree. Aren't they cute? They're magnetic bookmarks, which I think are so nice because you can use these in your planner and they still keep a really slim profile, and they hold your page, your place. So these were a really good deal, I thought. They have, of course, they have all their school supplies out, mixed in with Halloween stuff, mixed in with Happy Fall, y'all, and Thanksgiving. So it's a total mood at the Dollar Tree lately. I don't know what's going on, but I thought these were super cute. And they also had these little ice cream cone keychains, and I was like, stop, you do not need an ice cream cone keychain. So these are really nice. They're nice and rubbery, like they feel like they're well made. These are super cute. So I like little stuff like this. I don't always buy it. I used to buy a lot more than obviously I do now, but I think they're so cute. It just adds a little pizzazz to your planner. So I'm going to use these today. Anyway, all right. So let's get into what we're doing here, and we're going to flip to the July budget kit. And I've talked to you guys so much about this. If you haven't gotten your hands on a June budget kit, it's still out there. A lot of the pages in it, the majority of the pages, they're still totally relevant. You can use them whenever. So we're just going to flip to the back page. And this is the note section that comes on each of the kits. So this is really helpful for things that don't actually have a space. If you want to create a list, you could do this on the weekly worksheets or the payday worksheets, but it's really nice to actually just create your own list and, you know, have all the information right in front of you if you need to. So we're going to be talking about subscriptions today, and then we're going to be stuffing the money because I went to the bank, I got the appropriate amount of money out just so I can go back and put it right back in. But it's a visual, it helps the video. So before we get into making the list, you're going to see Netflix, you are going to see Amazon, Canva, home warranty, Hulu, then Apple, HBO Max, Paramount and Showtime, and Sirius XM Radio. The only thing that I've been tempted to subscribe to lately is Audible, but I was like, you know what? I'm a library girl. I really don't need Audible. I get ebooks and books, audiobooks just from my library. I download them on, they use a couple different programs. One's called Libby and one's called Hoopla, and they both work perfectly. So I'm like, do you really need Audible? Oops. All right. So I'm just going to list these, and then I'm going to list the amounts that correspond with them. And I was talking about things that, you know, are elective versus things that feel like they're a necessity. And two things that feel like they're a necessity to me is the Apple iCloud charge and also the home warranty. And the home warranty, it has served its purpose for us a couple of times. However, if you do create a claim, if you do open a claim, they will find somebody locally to come and service whatever it is in your house that's broken. And if they can't fix it, there's a clause in there that they will replace it. However, they never replace it at the full value that you would need to actually go out and buy a new one. So to create a claim, our deductible is $75 every time. So in some cases, you know, it could pay for itself. In other cases, I'm like, is this really worth it? And most of the time I find myself thinking, not so much. So I feel like, though, as soon as we cancel it, something will happen. You know, it's kind of like one of those situations where you need it until, or you don't need it until you need it, and then all of a sudden you thought you were doing something smart by canceling it and saving the money, and then whoops, something goes wrong. So a couple of things that I would be concerned about with the cancellation is our hot water tank. And we did replace one when we first moved in here, but I don't know, it's not that reliable. And I would be concerned about our furnace. So both of those things are technically covered, but I just don't know. I just don't like paying for it. And I know that that's probably not smart, but you ever hear of, like, sometimes you can be insurance poor? And I don't think we're insurance poor by any stretch, but if I add up all the times that we have paid this monthly premium and not used it, I don't know. It's kind of frustrating. One thing I was subscribing to, and that was HelloFresh. That was not a good deal for us. Not a good deal at all. So I don't have anything bad to say about HelloFresh, but it just didn't seem like it was a good value for us. Let me do this right here. Hopefully, I know you guys can't see this. I need to figure out a good calculator situation. But anyways, my husband was always hungry when he was done. Like, it just wasn't enough food for him. And he doesn't eat a lot. I mean, he's not like a huge overeater or anything like that. You know, he's pretty fit. And, you know, it's not like he eats massive portions. But it was very different from when we had it before. So $142.14 a month. Yikes. So anyways, we got rid of that. We tried it again, and it wasn't the same as we remembered it. But, I mean, I'm not saying it's bad. It just wasn't for us. All right. So let's go through this and talk about these, because you may find yourself in a similar situation. So we have Netflix at $9.64. Home warranty is $56.53. Yikes. Apple is $2.99. That's another one I feel like it's just a necessary evil. If I try to get rid of my iCloud, anytime I would film a session like this and then try to edit it on iMovie and then re-upload it, it says I don't have enough space, which is really frustrating because my phone has a ton of space on it because I checked, and also I have the cloud. So I don't know why it constantly does that to me, but I feel like if I got rid of the cloud, it would just be impossible to do anything. So again, necessary evil. Hulu, $7.51. Sirius XM, $13. I think it's going to stay this, but I'm not sure. I had a trial and I think it went up to this. But and that's another thing. I'm not in my car all that much, but it is nice to have, you know, the satellite radio. However, I could plug my phone in and I could play something from, you know, Pandora, or I could play something straight off YouTube. I really don't need the XM radio. So we'll see about that. Canva is $12.99. I do use that quite often. HBO Max is $15.99. That's rolled into our AT&T cell phone bill. So I guess I could remove it, but I'm paying it with our cell phone. But I'm going to start putting it aside because I want these things to be tangible. Like, I want to go back through this binder, this cash binder, and be able to look at it and say, we could get rid of this envelope right here if we wanted to. Amazon Prime is $11.50, and then that's per month. Now, I've been paying it consistently once a year, but I think I looked at my last payment and it would come out to $11.50, but I think they raised it too. So I'm not sure if I'll pay monthly or if I'll pay all at once. I don't know. And then Paramount Plus and Showtime was a recent subscription. It was $11.99 to bundle it, and I think it was like I don't know if it was like $8.99 just for Paramount Plus, but the reason why I got it is because I am a Big Brother super fan. I love Big Brother, and I love watching the live feeds when the show is over. So you can kind of just watch what goes on when the show is not airing, and I absolutely love it. I do it every year. I either download CBS. They've had a couple different platforms where they have offered the live feeds, but it's always been something that I get during the summer. I love Big Brother UK. I love Big Brother Australia. I mean, I think that those are actually more interesting than ours. And I'll say this, I think they're more interesting than ours because Big Brother has gotten to the point, I know I'm getting off tangent, but they got to the point where like their casting is formulated, and so they have like, this same girl at this age with this color hair every year, and this guy with this type of whatever every single year. And the oldest person in the house, like the old guy is 41 and there's one of him, and the next oldest is like in her mid-30s, and then they're all in their 20s. And I don't find it as interesting as when they started and they had like a guy in his 70s and they had some people in their 50s and 40s. It was just such a mix of people, and I found that was much, much more interesting. So I don't know. I'm kind of disappointed in the US version, but UK got canceled and Australia is not that easy to find, but they offer a lot more diversity as far as age goes. All right, for Netflix, we need $10. So the price is $9.64. I'm just gonna put in 10. Some of these I rounded up a little higher than others, but you will get the drift. Home warranty is $57, so I have $50, $55, $56, and $57. So we have our money for that. Let's get that envelope. And I don't make labels for my envelopes. I just write with a Sharpie. It's like the lazy way to do it. I don't know. All right, an apple is $3. So I need 1, 2, 3. Oops, that's not a 1. All right, so apple I need $3. And sometimes I contemplate going up in the iCloud storage, but then I'm like, where does it end? Seriously, where does it end? So I'm keeping it at $2.99. I went up first from 99 cents a month, so I'm like, no. $2.99 is my limit. All right, Hulu is $8, so 5. I think I put the right amount aside. If not, I'll go back and Hulu, what did I do? I think I put $8. All right. So 5, 6, 7, and 8. The reason why I'm saying that is because I got out denominations for all of these, and I hope I'm just stuffing it the right way. I have the same amount of money, but I hope I'm stuffing it correctly. All right, and then what do we have? Canva is $12.99, so I need $13. So I have 13 here. All right, so Amazon is $11.50 Prime. Okay, so I need 12 for that. I'll go ahead and put it in this envelope. Maybe. Okay, and then let's see. SiriusXM is $16. It's $15.99. Or I'm sorry. No, it's $13. So I've got 15 here. This one rounded up just a little bit higher. All right, so Netflix, we're good. Home warranty, we're good. Apple, we're good. Hulu, we're good. SiriusXM, good. Canva, good. HBO Max, good. Amazon, good. And Paramount Plus and Showtime. We are good. All right, so I am spending, I rounded up a little bit, but I'm spending $142.14 on entertainment slash storage slash, what do you want to call it? Insurance on whether or not something goes wrong in our house. So that's pretty steep. I don't know. That's a lot of money. So if we add it up at the, if we times it by 12 or multiply it by 12, let's see what we get. 142.14 times 12. I'm spending $1,705.68. I'm gonna write that down. Annual. That's a lot. $1,705.68. Yeah. So I probably need, this is my maximum, but I probably really need to start rethinking what I'm doing here, because this is a lot of money and I'm not sure that it's sustainable. Especially I have some plans moving forward on, you know, our income and stuff like that. So I'm honestly not sure that this is sustainable for us. So we need to start paring down and really prioritizing what's important to us and you know, what we enjoy the most, and go from there. But I'm not saying anything is changing in this moment, but I will share with you as things do progress and some decisions that I'm making moving forward. So I'm going to close this up. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. I really appreciate it. I hope that you enjoyed this video. For me, it was eye-opening. It's always eye-opening to see how much money you're spending, and especially when, I don't want to say that it's necessarily mindless, but it is a little bit mindless, because I just automatically let things come out of my account, and you know, I just automatically get charged, and it's like, whoa, when you slow down and think about it for a second, you realize this is really adding up, and this is making a significant impact on the budget. So it's just something that I need to give a little bit more thought to as we move forward. So again, thank you so much for spending some time with me. And as always, I hope I see you guys in my next video. Take care.